How you doing, guys? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews. Trying not to talk too loud. On the train, there's other people, but I figured, what better time than a little train trip to do a little on-site review. I have this weird little thing that I kind of have a want to do a bunch of reviews in moving objects, vehicles, whether it be planes, trains, automobiles. Not just a great movie, awesome places to do beer reviews. So I figured New Jersey Transit actually lets you drink on the train. I'm headed in New York for a barbecue. My buddy Tom, you know Tom, he's sent me beer before.
Next station is Morris Plains.
Morris Plains. And yeah, so I figured I'd do a review of a Treehouse beer that was sent to me by Steve. And this is your Doppelganger. It's their double IPA, 8%, nothing like a double IPA at noon on a train. I do not have a glass. I forgot to bring one with me, but I really don't think you guys need to see this beer. You kind of know what it's going to look like. So let's dive into it and see what she's got. Yeah, I'm going out to New York. This is just a reason for me to drink Doppelganger while on a train, basically. But yeah, I'm heading out to New York for barbecue with Tom. Do a little beer stuff, a little smoked brisket, all that kind of fun stuff. Oh yeah, it's got the sweetness to it. Nothing too crazy. Nice rich sweetness to it. Yeah, it's definitely in a tropical fruit leaning area of things. It has that papaya, it has that mango, it all has that going on. That's pretty much all it is. There's a nice soft citrus to it too. As far as their tasting notes go, on the back it actually says double IPA, papaya, mango, and peach. So you know what I mean. You're pretty much getting all those flavors you typically get from your Treehouse kind of beers. And the label is essentially just your Treehousey typical stuff. But yeah, nice rich fruits. Definitely leaning in a tropical area, at least for me. And yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. Oh wait, way more bitter than I expected it to be. It's been a long time since I had this, and I don't remember what it was like. Yeah, nice, big, huge bittering component to it. Very pithy, very orange pith, grapefruit pith, that kind of stuff going on. So you do get those tropical fruits in there. Not as sweet as you thought they would be based off of the nose, but at the same time, huge pithiness on this, huge bitterness. But it's not like a green kind of drying, dank bitterness. It's all about the pithiness. There is a bit of biting bitterness kind of around the edges, giving you a little bit of greenness, not too crazy. It's a lot less sweet than I thought it would be, to be perfectly honest with you. You're talking about a big double IPA from Treehouse. Not that they're known for these overtly over-the-top sweet beers, at least for their old schoolish type stuff. Their new schools tend to skew a little bit sweeter, but it's not that bad. A little bit drier, so the yeast is actually coming through that kind of whatever they use, their version of their London 3 Conan bastardized version of that, coming through with this big, huge kind of a drying component, and it kind of adds to the bitterness. And yeah, not too shabby. Actually, probably one of the little less impactful Treehouse beers that I've had in quite some time. But at the same time, definitely hitting the spot for a little bit of a semi-scenic kind of train ride. So yeah, I've done a couple Treehouse beers recently because just from me traveling through there, coming back from my honeymoon, and also having these recent ones sent to me, some regular, some I shouldn't reveal what I was going to say there. Some sent to me by Steve up there in Connecticut. So I've had my fair share, and this one's probably a little bit less impactful than I wanted it to be. It's coming off a little bit kind of muted. Maybe it's the can. Maybe you shouldn't be drinking from a can. But I don't think that's the case, especially from the taste point of view, because you can actually get a nice nose off of it. And going in the beer itself, it's just a little bit too drying, a little bit too kind of pithy for me. I'd like a little bit of sweetness to bounce off that pithy bitterness, and just bring out and hash out that fruit a little bit more. Bring a little bit more of that kind of tropical fruit to the game. I think it'll end up being a little bit better beer for me. So yeah, let's talk about this. One of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. No. It's damn tasty. It's not a bad beer at all, but I've had better. Let's see. Value availability. Treehouse, usually their prices aren't not that bad. $2 to $4 a can, depending on what you're buying. It's probably more around a 3 and change, I would assume. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like your pithy, bittering style beers with not a big sweetness, but a nice, decent ABV to kind of settle into, then this is definitely worth picking up. So there you go. A little train review. One more motor vehicle, or yeah, I guess trains have motors, right? One more transit vehicle. There you go. In the books. Hopefully we can get a boat. I want a plane. I got to do them all at some point.
This
So
station stop is Morristown.
I'm not getting off at Morristown. I'm going to drink the rest of this beer, have a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you very much. Send it my way, Steve. Check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Doing the podcasting stuff. And let's see what else. I think that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the mobile review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little treehouse beer right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.